and we're going to give away a free t-shirt, bring you a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, reveal the books I bought this week, and share a Christmas memory. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching the Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! Edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. This is the third and final college football playoff / Christmas mashup episode, and on this episode it's all about the top 4 seeds, and I'm talking about Oregon, Georgia, Boise State, and Arizona State. Now I'm going to touch base on all that along the way, but for right now it's time to give away a free t-shirt. Before I give away a free t-shirt, I just want to show some love to the number 1 seed in the college football playoffs, and that's the Oregon Ducks. Now, the University of Oregon is located in Eugene, Oregon. They're a member of the Big Ten Conference. They're the 2024 Big Ten champions. Their mascot are the Ducks. Their head coach is Dan Lanning, and I want to take this time out to wish Coach Lanning, the players, the rest of the coaching staff, the support groups, the alumni, and the fans good luck in the college football playoffs. Alright, on last week's episode, I asked, which Christmas-themed demon did Santa Claus banish with the help of Luke Cage and Iron Fist? Well, the correct answer is Krampus. And 11 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, your name's been entered in the drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this week's episode of the show is... Christina Pinkard from Bossier City, Louisiana. Congratulations, Christina. You win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. Alright, here's the question for next week's episode, and this is a DC and a Lobo question. Which year did the DC character Lobo make his comics debut? Is it A, 1983, B, 1989, or C, 1992? Now here's some hints to help you out. The first hint, Vanessa Williams became the first black Miss America in this year. The second hint, Dr. Sally Ride became the first American woman in space in this year. The third hint, Michael Jackson's album Thriller was number 1 on the Billboard 200 for 37 weeks in this year. And then the fourth and final hint, singer-songwriter Karen Carpenter died in February of this year. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in the drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. Alright, now Keith Adams from West Monroe, Louisiana has requested a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and this one features the Sentinel of Liberty going up against one of the top characters in the Disney and Pixar universe. Representing Marvel, we have Captain America, and representing Disney and Pixar, we have Mr. Incredible. These two are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call...
The Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today, it's Captain America versus Mr. Incredible. Captain America is enhanced to the peak of physical perfection by the Super Soldier Serum. He's a master martial artist and hand-to-hand combatant, master tactician, and strategist who wields a virtually indestructible shield. Mr. Incredible is an expert hand-to-hand combatant and strategist who possesses superhuman strength, near invulnerability, danger sense, enhanced speed and agility, and super accuracy. Who would win? First of all, this would take place in an industrial park that's as far away from civilization as possible. Because these are good old boys among superheroes, they never put anyone in harm's way. The fight would start off with Cap putting up his shield, thinking that the two would be evenly matched. He'd soon found out that his strength is on par with Mr. Incredible, but not his speed. Mr. Incredible would gain the upper hand and use his strength and speed against Cap. The latter would roll away from the former and grab his shield. Just as Cap does this, Mr. Incredible attempts an earth-shattering punch. Cap blocks the punch with his shield. A very interesting thought about Cap's shield is that it absorbs any and all kinetic energy and sends it right back. The energy from Mr. Incredible's punch immediately sends him flying backwards miles away. Captain America wins. But wait! Just as Cap thinks the fight is over, Mr. Incredible comes flying back. He then ends the fight by ambushing Cap, grabbing his shield, and knocking him out cold with it. Mr. Incredible wins. And that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Thank you, Keith Adams, for that fight request. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll have another one for episode 507. Now, I have some lined up, but I will gladly take more requests. And now remember, if you want to make a request, I have rules. The first rule is that there has to be at least one comic book or manga character involved. The second rule, that comic book or manga character can go up against another comic book or manga character, a video game character, or a serious-minded cartoon character like Optimus Prime, Voltron, Lion-O, any member of G.I. Joe. You know, anyone like that. And then my third rule, make sure your fight makes sense. It really wouldn't make a lot of sense for, I don't know, J. Jonah Jameson to go up against Snake Eyes. Although J. Jonah Jameson would lose, but he would pretty much talk Snake Eyes to almost to death. Just saying. Alright, before I move on, I want to take this time out to show some love to the number 2 seed in the college football playoffs, and I'm talking about the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, the University of Georgia is located in Athens, Georgia. They're a member of the Southeastern Conference. They are the 2024 Southeastern Conference champions. Their head coach is Kirby Smart. Their mascot are the Bulldogs, and I want to take this time out to wish Coach Smart, the players, the rest of the coaching staff, the alumni, and the fans good luck in the college football playoffs. Comic books I bought this week. All right, before I reveal these books, I want to show some love to the number 3 school in the college football playoff, and I'm talking about Boise State. Now, Boise State University is located in Boise, Idaho. They're a member of the Mountain West Conference. They're the 2024 Mountain West Conference champions. Their mascot are the Broncos. Their head coach is Spencer Danielson. And I want to take this time to wish Coach Danielson, the players, the rest of the coaches, the support groups, the alumni, and the fans good luck in the college football playoffs. All right, now that I've done that, time to reveal the books. And here we go. First up is Absolute Batman number 3. Action Comics number 1080. Batman Superman World's Finest number 34. Captain America number 16. Catwoman number 71. Really excited about this book. Challengers of the Unknown number 1. Daredevil number 16. Deadpool number 9. Fantastic Four number 27. Green Lantern, Green Arrow, World's Finest Special. The Immortal Thor number 18. Also excited about this book. The New Gods number 1. Psylocke number 2. The Spectacular Spider-Man number 10. Star Trek number 27. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 5. Thundercats number 11. Titans number 18. Ultimate Spider-Man number 12. Can't go to sleep now, Psylocke. And finally, Wonder Woman number 16. All right, that's 20, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 13,338. All right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. And here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. Which year did the DC character Lobo make his comics debut? Is it A, 1983, B, 1989, or C, 1992? All right, here's some hints to help out. The first hint is that Vanessa Williams became the first Black Miss America in this year. Number 2, Dr. Sally Ride became the first American woman in space in this year. The third hint, Michael Jackson's album Thriller was number 1 on the Billboard 200 for 37 weeks in this year. And then the fourth and final hint, singer-songwriter Karen Carpenter died in February of this year. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee in next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Christina Pinkert from Bossier City, Louisiana, won a free tee on this episode. All right, before I share this Christmas memory, I want to show some love to the number 4 seed in the college football playoff, and I'm talking about Arizona State. Now, Arizona State University is located in Tempe, Arizona. They're a member of the Big 12 Conference. They're the 2024 Big 12 champions. Their mascot are the Sun Devils. Their head coach is Kenny Dillingham, and I want to take this time out to wish Coach Dillingham, the players, the rest of the coaches, the alumni, and the fans good luck in the college football playoffs. All right, now this Christmas memory that I'm about to share happened just 5 years ago. A year before, my family and I had faced a very unspeakable tragedy. I had 2 family members that were killed in a house fire in the early morning of December 26th of 2018. And the pain was still raw. I mean, we weren't ready to celebrate Christmas out here. So we had a cousin that lived right between Seagoville and Wilmer, Texas. And they said, come on and celebrate with us. And even in the face of adversity, we went out there and we had the best time. I mean, it was such a great time. And the very next day, the day after Christmas, and to tell this, I would have to go back a month earlier. For a birthday present, my sister ended up buying me to this day, one of the best birthday presents ever. And that was tickets to my first ever Dallas Mavericks basketball game. For those of y'all who don't know, I've been a Dallas Mavericks fan since I was in high school. And to finally go to a game was everything. And so the day after Christmas, my sister and I went to the game. We had another great time. Oh, by the way, they played the San Antonio Spurs and won 102-98. But that Christmas was, I mean, even though the drive out there was quite endearing, because, it was Christmas and, it's Texas and all that. No offense to all you Texas people, but you people drive a little too fast. But we had the best time. And to my family, to my cousins who let us celebrate Christmas with them, I love y'all. And if y'all want us to come back for not just for Christmas, but for anything else, I'll come. But yeah, that was a great Christmas, and it was in the face of adversity. But here's the thing, I've said this the last few episodes, when a family member has transitioned, holidays hit differently. I mean, there's just no getting around it. I mean, it just isn't the same. But you're here. And because you're here, make the best of it. Please, sir. Please, ma'am. All right, now, any of the shirts that you have seen in the last 3 episodes, counting this one, they're all products on IamTheComicHero.com/shop. And they're all $20 no matter which size. So if you want an Arizona State Comic Hero tee, a Boise State Comic Hero tee, a Georgia Comic Hero tee, or an Oregon Comic Hero tee, go on IamTheComicHero.com/shop and buy one. And also, as I'm doing this, it's actually Christmas Eve. And the first round of the college football playoffs have already been played. And the number 5 through 8 schools have all won. And I'm talking about Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, and the Ohio State University. They have all won. So congratulations to them. That's who the 1 through 4 seeds are playing in the college football playoffs, and they play next week, beginning on New Year's Eve. So good luck to y'all. And then all the other schools that made the college football playoffs who lost, whether it be SMU, Tennessee, who else? SMU, Tennessee, Clemson, and I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how in the world I'm forgetting this quickly. I forgot who that other school was. In Indiana. I'm sorry, y'all. But if you're any of these schools, congratulations on the seasons y'all had, and congratulations on making the college football playoff. Now, I know there really are no such thing as participation trophies, but I just don't feel right by not showing love to y'all despite your losses, because y'all had great seasons. I mean, Indiana had the best season in college in their football program's history, and that's really saying a lot. And then Clemson came from out of nowhere and won the Atlantic Coast Conference Championship. So that's really saying a lot too. And then who could? I mean, the impact that SMU had in their first year in the Atlantic Coast Conference. I mean, that's really saying a lot. So I mean, hats off to y'all. All right, here's the road ahead on the show. On next week's episode, it's the end of the year episode, the final episode of 2024. I'm just going to wear a regular Comic Hero tee. I'm not going to raise awareness to any causes or celebrate anything. It's just going to be a regular episode. If y'all can think of anything between now and then, please let me know and I'll definitely do it. Then on episode 507, it's the first episode of 2025. I'm going to wear a Comic Hero tee in observance of that, and beginning next week, I'm going to unveil the shirt to everyone here on YouTube and then everyone on social media. And if you would like it, all you have to do is, if you want a shirt just like it, all you have to do is either like, love, or leave a positive comment, depending on wherever you choose to do so. And I will give away 5 shirts. I'm drawing 5 names. Now in episode 508, I'm raising awareness of birth defects. In episode 509, I'm raising awareness against cervical cancer. Really love doing the show, folks. And this has been a great year, and I'm only anticipating for what's to come in 2025. And this is, and I want to go ahead and say this really briefly, but this is something that's really been on my heart all day since I got up. But if you're any library, whether it's the main branch of the Clayton Parish Library in my hometown of Homer, if you're the main branch of the Webster Parish Library in the town I was born in, Minden, or even if you're the main branch of the Washita Parish Public Library in Monroe. Of course, I lived out on both sides of the Washita River for 7 years. I want to do a summer reading program, not just for children, but also for adults. This is something that I kind of danced around for years, but I really want to do it this time. Now, you're probably wondering why. Well, the question I have for that is, why not? So please, sir, please, man, to whom it may concern, I want to do it. All right, if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome. As soon as you're done, hit subscribe. If you're watching this on the Comic Book Lovers Facebook page, welcome. Go on YouTube and hit subscribe. If you're watching this on the East Texas Comic Con Fans Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. If you're watching this on the Louisiana Delta Content Creators Facebook page, welcome. Go on YouTube and hit subscribe. All right, I'm Victor Nolly on the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for the final episode of 2024. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and forks up, bleed blue, go dogs, go ducks, Merry Christmas.